Hello, welcome back. Uh, Sorry about the PlayStation is acting up, as I think most people know. So if I lose connection, I will lose connection. It's nothing to do about it, but hopefully it will be stable soon. I've been lucky compared to many people who haven't been online for, 16 hours. So but yeah, then I will just continue. I've waited with playing, so I continue from where I was. So, okay, then I just start the game again.
Look what I brought from the pantry.
You're not serious? You really sneaked in there? To be honest, I really didn't think you'd succeed. That's that then. Thanks for the help. And you know what? Wait for me here. I'll throw it to them, and then we'll drink to our success. And no excuses.
God's nails, Henry. We're in trouble. You've got to help me.
What's happened?
The sword's gone. Someone must have taken it.
The wedding present for the young lord?
Not so loud, for God's sake. If I don't get it back, the old man will wipe the floor with me. You'll see. He'll make sure I never forge another nail in this county.
Couldn't you have left it somewhere?
Leave behind something so precious? Never. Someone stole it.
Can you remember the last time you saw it?
I don't know. Maybe when we came, I showed it to old Semine. He told me what a masterpiece it was.
I was there. What did you do then?
Then I ate a little something, drank, and went to take a piss.
And you had the sword on you the whole time?
Why would I go to piss with it? I put it down in the grass by the wall.
Aha. Let me guess. You haven't seen it since then?
I've been looking for it ever since.
Did you show the sword to anyone else?
Well... You know, I had to show off a bit. It was such a lovely piece of work for Lord Semine himself.
Who were you showing off that sword to?
A few people came to me to see it. A couple of girls. Young lads, too.
Young lads?
Aye, it's true. And one of them was a bit cocky.
What did the lad look like?
I don't know exactly. All a commotion around here. He was kind of young, you know, a fop. Like a lot of fellas around here.
Oh, that could be any one of a dozen.
If I knew exactly which one it was, I'd go and see him myself.
And what was he wearing? Try to remember.
Aye, I know that. He was in yellow. He was well dressed, all right.
Don't you at least remember how he acted? Something that sticks in your mind?
Well, as I say, he was just cheeky-like. And he had these strange manners. Like one of the nobles. He's been strutting around to impress some wench. One that lewd Chamberlain brought here, I think.
Ah, I see. I know exactly who we're looking for.
You do?
No, actually. I have absolutely no idea who you're talking about. I'll try to find the lad. Maybe he'll know more.
If you find my sword on him, hang him by the balls right away.
Is it true you forged a gift for young Olga?
That's right. A first-class sword, worthy of our young lord.
The old man finds out, you'll kill me. Shit yourself! The old man finds out, you'll kill me.
Think of your liquor!
Useless! Christ, I don't have the whole day for you! Frickin' lads! Just
Smash
face
his
already.
job!
Frickin' lads! Just face already!
Moravia is behind you!
Oh, fuck yourself.
That won't work on me!
Moravia is behind you!
Lord Sameen sees them. He'll have
Try puking on him instead!
Christ! What's the matter? Shit yourself!
lad!
Hope they didn't take anything out of the cellar.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker. Fuck! Now you're for it, you shit. Oh!
You've had enough, pal! Give
For
up!
fuck's sake!
If Lord Sameen sees them, he'll have a fit.
You again, Henry.
Come on, gamekeeper. You can't do that.
But Henry, it's nothing. Just enough to quench my thirst. It's damned hot.
None of that. You asked me to watch you.
Well, if you insist. Here you go.
That's the way, gamekeeper.
Because you won't leave me in peace for a moment. You are a pain in the ass. Last time, you cut my hair around. And before my lad is waking up,
What if I have to go again?
get a bucket to sit on.
Lord Sameen told me to.
Where could she have gone?
To sit on while you keep watch. Stop making it.
The beggars are gone. They won't embarrass you anymore.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. I just hope Cook doesn't give me a hard time about it.
And does it matter?
You don't know her. Sometimes I'm not sure who's in charge here, but what's to be done? Spilt milk? Well, since you've served me well, I'll introduce you to Lord von Berghoff when he arrives. If you're still interested, that is.
I certainly am. I'll be honored.
I'll just introduce you to him, nothing more. Lord von Berghoff is a distinguished nobleman, and as such, and don't be offended now, he's not that interested in commoners.
I don't mind. What matters is that I finally get to meet him.
We meet again. find out you're lying to me and you've been getting drunk or playing dice the whole time.
I did none of that, I swear.
If you say so.
Careful.
I was fine this morning, I swear.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Yes? What do you need?
You're a little nervous, weren't you?
Not at all.
That's a lovely yellow attire you're wearing. You're exactly the kind of fella I'm looking for. Do you know Radovan? The blacksmith from Takov?
I don't. And whatever happened, I don't know anything about it.
You don't know him? Then why did he tell me he remembered you hanging around him right before he got robbed?
It's not my fault, I swear. It's the devil himself who guides my hand. I'm completely defenseless against him.
The devil, eh? You better come up with a better story next time. Now give me everything you took.
Yes, of course. Here, take it all. What would I do with this, right?
Nice haul. Even the apothecary's missing badge. And now the sword.
Sword? But I don't have any sword.
Don't lie to me, sticky fingers.
I might be a thief, but I'm not a liar. This is really all I took. And anyway, where would I hide a sword?
All right. I'll be going now.
Please, don't tell anyone. I'll sit on my hands from now on.
And what happens when Samine goes wrong?
Running to the privy all the time.
I was fine this morning, I
First that fun.
How's life treating you, old Bram?
Could be better. I can't complain, though.
Since when? You do nothing but complain. Day in, day out.
They can't get along living in peace for a moment. You're a pain in the ass. Last time, got my hair around, fresh from a nice breaking up, it was all wet.
I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, it must have been them fucking neighbors I saw. I like it tough.
Then we'll see how long.
Wed him and his bride.
I remember that too.
He kept screaming so loud, I was afraid he'd shut me.
Maybe I could have a slice of pickle.
Lord Samine sees them. He'll have a fit.
What's it to be, you wretch?
Cream cheese.
Place have
Oldram
nothing.
complained about
What
you
would I
again.
do in a town
What's
full of
eating the
money?
old man now?
Hey! Dressed in yellow. You might be the fella I'm looking for.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Sorry, do I know you?
Of course! You're Bushek, right? Only a week ago we were brawling over that girl in Jellyhoff.
Oh? And who won?
Well, me, of course. But it wasn't worth it. The girl was pretty, but as daft as a bag of rocks.
Ah, that's tough.
But now we've met again, we should have a toast. To water under the bridge, eh?
Why not? I'd love one.
To your health, Bushek.
I'm not Bushek, but still. Cheers. Ugh, it's really sour. What the hell is this?
Wine, of course. All the way from Burgundy, they say.
Ugh, tastes awful.
Ah, just drink, Bushek.
I don't really... Oh, never mind. By the way, have you seen the blacksmith's sword? I'm sure he showed it to you.
Of course I have. Plenty.
Plenty?
Every god has one, right?
Ugh, never mind. You're so drunk you'd only hurt yourself with it anyway.
Me? Drunk? Nonsense.
Mrs. Shunt's have a go at anyone. If
Yeah.
I'm not wrong,
Slowly.
it's been nearly a year since you got to that ball. We'll wait and see. And keep an eye on Bergoff's chamberlain. He kept staring at me earlier.
Him? He's been talking to that hussy all night.
Anything new?
Nothing yet, sir. Not a foot on the road.
It's taking too long, damn it.
What are we gonna do?
The ceremony's about to start. I'll be on my way right after.
So, right after the ceremony? Everyone will notice you're gone.
I don't think so. Look around. Everyone's passing time drinking booze. I'll be drunk as carp.
What about the bride, sir? She'll notice right away.
Leave that to me.
So, do we follow the plan, sir?
Silence. I'm sure someone was suspicious.
You think someone betrayed?
Calm down. We'll wait and see. And keep an eye on Bergoff's chamberlain. He kept staring at me earlier.
Him?
I apologize.
One of ours?
An out-of-towner.
That's Henry. He came with the Tarkov blacksmith. He said he'd helped him forge a present for the young lord.
You mean the sword Radovan's been shoving under...
You do nothing but complain, day in, day out. Especially about us.
Talk of the county. If I find out you're lying to me and you've been getting drunk or playing dice the whole time...
I did none of that, I swear.
If you say so. But may the Lord protect you if I see you move a muscle from this spot.
But what if I have to go again?
Get a bucket to sit on while you keep watch.
What are you gaping at? Leave me alone, or so help me. You want a punch? Kiss my ass. Fuck you, you cockblocker.
Do you really enjoy it here? Cooking for some men?
So far, so good. A little nervous.
God forbid something happened to him.
Ah, don't invite bad luck.
No more weddings for me. My wife would dance till dawn, but I can't keep up anymore.
Why don't you fix yourself a little pick-me-up then, eh? I'm sure there's a herb for that.
It might be a better idea to give my wife a drop of something to quieten her down.
Why isn't Lord von Berghoff here yet?
That's what I was thinking. He should have been here a long time ago.
That's what Lord Samine told me to, but he seemed a little nervous. God forbid something happened to him.
Ah, don't invite bad luck. No more weddings for me. My wife would dance till dawn, but I can't keep up anymore.
Why don't you fix yourself a little pick-me-up then, eh? I'm sure there's a herb for that.
It might be a better idea to give my wife...
It's just... you'd be better off.
Why isn't Lord von Berghoff here yet?
When are you going to leave Sinmay?
I need to plow too.
Never know with him.
It seems like yesterday when you christened older father. And now you'll be the one to wed him and his bride.
I remember that too. He kept screeching so loud I was afraid he'd shatter all the church windows.
Too bad it didn't last. Now it's a rare occasion to hear him say more than a few words. Have you tasted the wine, father?
Not yet, Miss Lady. I never drink before performing a church rite.
Not a single drop.
As God is my witness, wine loosens the tongue.
It happens. Just watch my girl next time.
What would I do in a town full of monks?
A beast like
What do
that. I might have known. Where there's trouble, Lord Capon is never far off.
You two know each other.
Unfortunately. What do you want, Henry? Can't you see I'm busy here?
I'm glad you're still alive and kicking.
You were worried about me? Well, no. I mean, Henry.
No. I just wouldn't want to explain to Sir Hanush why I couldn't keep an eye on my living ball and chain.
Watch your tongue.
Like a pair of little boys.
What are you even doing here?
Radovan the blacksmith has lost the sword he made for the groom as a wedding present.
Well, that's a bit of a fuck-up, eh? But I'm not really surprised when he was shoving it under everyone's noses and telling them there's none better in the county.
So you think someone nicked it?
I don't think so. I'm sure of it. The bailiff's son. Svatobluk.
What? Svatya? Nonsense.
What's going on here? You again?
Who is this drunk?
This is Wojtek.
Keep my name out of your mouth. And you? What are you doing here with my... girl?
I am not your girl. That is certainly not only yours. And it's a few years since anyone called me a girl.
Did you hear that? Scram. Nobody's interested in you.
So you've ganged up on me, eh? First you make a fool of me, and then this prick.
We didn't agree on anything. And forget about Mishka. She had no time for either of us.
I'm having a really bad day today. Women don't want me.
do.
My friends, I'm a joke. All that's left is the booze. Booze never lets you down.
Well, each to his own.
I was afraid you were going to start a fight.
You don't have to be afraid with me.
Hold on, no change in the subject. What did you mean about Svatya?
Like I said, he took the sword.
How do you know it was him who took it?
Because I saw him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do I have to drag every word out of you? Where did you see him?
The blacksmith went to the latrine and left his sword outside. The blockhead. Svatya had his eye on him the whole time and just seized the opportunity.
Why would the bailiff's son take it? He and Semi will be family soon.
Why don't you ask him yourself? But from what I hear, the Samin's really sticking his craw. Why? I don't know. You'll have to figure that out for yourself.
What did he do with the sword then?
I have no idea. I had better things to do than follow him around. Last I saw, he disappeared into the battlements by the latrine, and then he showed up in the backyard under the dovecot. He didn't have the sword anymore.
I don't know. I don't trust you much, but I don't have a choice. I'll go and check it out.
I expect an apology as soon as you find the sword. And, Henry...
Yes?
Just don't fuck it up. We need to talk to von Berghoff.
I just look like an idiot. Besides, can't you just let it go? Yeah. Oldham complained about you.
Excuse me.
Eating the old
That's
man
what
now.
princes do.
He said someone spread something. Pain in the ass. The last time, you scattered my hair around, and before my lads could break it up, it was all wet.
That's bloody deep.
Found a replacement.
I did none of that, I swear.
If you say so. But may the Lord protect you in
My wife could dance till dawn, but I can't.
Why is love?
Leave me alone.
I swear. Until now.
You mean you got it from somebody else here?
They say the winner will get a handsome prize. Did any of you partake?
I did something inappropriate.
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
True enough. I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem mass.
Isn't it a bit early for that? It's ages till St. Wenceslas Day, and they don't collect tithes before then.
You're right. But I promised myself I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year. So, have you got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year.
The ceremony's about to start. A piece like that could easily spray the whole place in one go. Have you
What would
no
I do in a
shame?
town full of monks?
He's an old man. Be careful not to mess up my nice clothes.
Lord von Bergdorf still hasn't shown up.
Shall we wait
That
until
lisping
it
old
gets
fool
really
Olbra
dark?
keeps telling everyone we stole the
Everyone's
meadow
blind
from
drunk.
You think
Where
I
have you
haven't
been
got
all
enough?
my life?
Worry about. On the contrary, we want to handle this for you. You don't have
Tasted the wine, Father.
Not yet. Drink delicious. You don't see something like that every day.
Wine loosens the tongue.
When it's time to sow winter grain. You're not gonna foul
I'm
the sun.
sorry.
You know, a girl without a dowry, she might have a hard time.
Lend me yours on any other day.
Until now. You mean you got it from something in here? And now this. If any of the guests get sick,
Before I gave you a job.
Give it a rest, you contrary old geezer.
may the Lord protect you if I see
How's life treating you, old Bram?
Could be better. I can't complain, Bill.
Since when? You do nothing but complain, day in, day out. Especially about us.
Because you won't leave me in peace for a moment. You are a pain in the ass. The last time, you scattered my hair around, and before my lads could rake it up, it was all wet.
I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, it must have been them lovely neighbours of yours. I like to toss your whole damn pit all to the ground.
Is that a threat, old man?
More like wishful thinking. Is it true you forged a gift for your altar?
That's right. First class one that looks promising.
An out-of-towner. That's Henry. He came with the Tarkov blacksmith. He said he'd helped him forge a present for the young lord.
You mean the sword Radovan's been shoving under everyone's noses? Nice piece of work. But to hear him talk, one would think he made it for some Wenceslas himself.
Anyway, do you know who this Henry boy beat?
No idea. Who?
It's hard to imagine. He beat old Lord Semine.
The nerve. That's true. How could he let that happen? Lord Semine has really outdone himself for this tournament. And they say the winner will get a handsome prize. Did any of you partake?
toss your whole damn pit-hole to the ground.
Is that a threat, old man?
Oh, like
That's right. A first-class sword. Worthy.
I think. Bloody hell! First that von Berghoff, and now this. If any of the guests get
Did you have to kick old Penny off before he gave you a job?
Give it a rest, you contrary old geezer. How's life treating you, old Graham?
Could be better. I can't complain, though.
Since when? You do nothing but complain, day in, day out. Especially about us.
Because you won't leave me in peace for a moment. You are a pain in the ass. The last time, you scattered my hair around.
I was fine this morning, I swear. Until now. You mean you got it from something in here? Bloody hell! First that von Berghoff, and now this. If any of the
Something I'd like to ask you. How long did you have to kick old Penny's ass before he gave you a job?
Give it a rest, you contrary old geezer. How's life treating you, old Graham?
Could be better. You mean you can't complain, though?
Since when? You do nothing but complain, day in, day out. Since when? You do nothing but complain, day in, day out. I had nothing to do with that.
I'd like to toss your whole damn pit-hole to the ground.
Is that a threat, old man? Especially about us.
Because you won't leave me in peace for a moment. You are a pain in the ass. Last time, scattered my hair around.
also from this spot.
Especially about us.
Pain in the ass. Last time, you scattered my hair around, and before my lads could wake it up, it was all wet.
I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, it must have been them lovely neighbours of yours. I like to toss your whole damn pit all to the ground.
Is that a threat, old man?
Oh, like wishful thinking.
How's life treating you, old Bram? Since when? You do nothing but complain, day in, day out. Especially about us.
So I thought you threw it in here.
Last time, you scattered my hair around, and before my lads could wake it up, it was all wet.
I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, it must have been them lovely neighbours of yours. I like to toss your whole damn pit all to the ground.
Is that a threat, old man?
More like wishful thinking. Is it true you forged a gift for young Olga?
That's right. A first-class sword worthy of our young lord. Would you like to see it?
No, thanks. But there's something I'd like to ask you. How long did you have to kiss old Femming's ass before he gave you a job?
Give it a rest, you contrary old geezer. How's life treating you, old Bram?
Could be better. I can't complain, though.
Since when? You do nothing but complain, day in, day out. Especially about us.
Because you won't leave me in peace for a moment. You are a pain in the ass. The last time, you scattered my hair around.
I found your sword.
Thank God, Henry. I was afraid I'd have to look for a job in another county. Who stole it?
That's not important. The main thing is it's turned up undamaged.
As you say, you have my thanks. You got it to me just in time. The ceremony is about to start.
So Lord von Burgov has arrived?
Not yet, but the father is in a hurry to have his son married. I think the lad's a little scared. I'm not surprised. I had to get drunk as a lord before my wedding.
I didn't think they'd start the ceremony without Lord von Burgov.
He'll show up, don't worry. Something just held him up, you know. Lordly business.
Where on earth is he? We've been waiting for hours. I sent someone to look for him.
Master Chamberlain, how's it looking? When's Sir Otto coming?
I wish I knew, sir. His party should have been here long ago.
What?
I've sent someone to look for them, but there's no sign of them. It's regrettable, but we'd better start without him.
Oh, let's get started, Father.
Damn it.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to witness the sacred union of Agnes and older. I ask you before God and his holy church to make your holy vow of matrimony, love, honor, and fidelity. Do you so swear until death do you part?
I do.
I do.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Right back where we started.
Von Burgov's not coming, so why stay here? I'll congratulate the newlyweds and go.
You'll have a drink. It will be the last one today. The old man noticed
And whose wedding was it we're going to?
Have you seen Alder and Agnes?
No, but I haven't seen two of you, laddie. Hey!
Pig.
So what? We're at a wedding, are we not? We're drinking to the health of the newlyweds. And anyone who doesn't drink is only wishing them grief. So get boozing, laddie.
Ugh, thanks for nothing. Are you alright?
I'm all right.
Are you alright?
Do I look all right?
Why didn't Lord von Burgov come?
How should I know? He must have been delayed somewhere.
I'm dancing with a lady now. You'll have to wait.
Do you know why von Burgov didn't come after all?
I don't know. Something must have held him up. We should have waited for him with the ceremony. But Alder didn't want to delay any longer, and he wouldn't be persuaded.
Do you know where I can find the newlyweds? I'd like to wish them good luck, health and all that.
That's nice of you. But I can't help you much. I haven't seen my son-in-law in a while.
Father, have you seen the bride and groom? I'd like to personally congratulate them.
I haven't. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen young Alder since he made his vows.
And the bride?
A few moments ago, Agnes was talking with the cook's daughter.
Thank you, Father. I won't disturb you anymore.
God be with you. Again.
Right, as if I'd believe that. You live so that you can give it a bullet, eh?
Weren't you supposed to watch those poor wretches by the gate?
Yeah, I was. But I don't have to do it anymore.
You'll have a drink with me. It will be the last one today.
I said no, Wojtek. It's my little sister's wedding, and I want to remember it.
But they broke your friend's heart.
What heart, you goat? He got spurned by a girl. Don't make it sound like torture.
Even you are against me now, too. I'm your best friend.
No, Vitek is my best friend. But it doesn't matter. Get a hold of yourself. I can't stand the look of you.
Guess what I found in the pond?
What?
A sword. And not just any sword.
Damn it. So you're the one who found it.
So you know how it got there?
If you must know, yes, I do.
Why would you even steal the sword in the first place?
I wanted to humiliate old Samin. For the way he treats us. If the present for his son got lost right under his nose, he'd look like a demented old fool.
Oh, poor Radovan would be the one who'd get the worst of it. And I'm right behind him. You didn't think of that?
I'm sorry.
After tonight, you and the Semines will be one family. If I were you, I'd rather forget those grievances.
It's easy for you to say. You don't have to put up with their condescending horseshit every day. But you're probably right. Damn it. God be with you.
Have you seen your sister and young Lord Semine? I want to give them my best wishes for their marriage.
I think I saw them going into the cellar. Their marriage has lasted barely half a day, and they already can't handle it sober.
Can't be that bad, surely.
If I had old Samin for a father-in-law, I wouldn't stay sober either. God be with you.
Fuck you. If you're my friend, you'll have a drink with me. It will be the last one today.
Leave me here alone. Why did he do this to me? I'm a silly goose. Doesn't he love me? Why did he leave? What are you doing here? Who are you?
I'm Henry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I was hoping to find you both here. Sir Older as well. Come now, dry your tears. What's the matter, eh?
It's Older.
Did he...
No. He just disappeared. Left practically right from the altar.
But why? You two look so happy.
I was hoping he'd stay at home more after we were married. Instead of always riding off somewhere. What a silly goose I am.
What was so urgent that it couldn't wait until morning?
I don't know. He didn't tell me, but he often rides off in a hurry.
Didn't he at least tell you when he'd be back?
No. Sometimes he comes back in the evening. Sometimes he's gone for days. He doesn't want to talk about it at all.
I heard he deliberately rushed the ceremony.
Everyone wanted to wait for Sir Otto von Berghoff. He was supposed to be the guest of honor. But Alder was on edge all day. Especially after that messenger arrived. He got impatient and said he wanted to have the ceremony right away.
What messenger?
He didn't carry any lord's colours, just a rider. He came in, exchanged a few rushed words with Alder, and then rode off again. And a little while after the ceremony, Alder rode off too.
Don't worry. He'll be back soon. Nobody would leave a pretty girl like you alone for long.
He couldn't care less about me. His father arranged the marriage mainly for the money they're getting from my pa.
Oh, come now. Look at yourself.
I've never seen a prettier bride in my life. You're turning all the heads today. They all envy Alder. And he knows it. And it pleases him.
I don't even know if he noticed. Even during the ceremony, it was like he was looking right past me. Oh well, I've already cried buckets. I could use a drink. How about you?
Oh, I wanted to congratulate you anyway, so good luck, good health. May you soon have a healthy son, and later at least 2 daughters. And may...
Make it short. I'm thirsty.
Here's to you.
The booze! Oh, fucking hell! It's you again! Oh, mate! Fuck off, mate! You wanna fuck the bride, huh? Hypocrite!
What are you doing, you drunken fool?
Someone's been coveting the neighbour's wife, eh?
Oh, bollocks!
Not that I blame you, but you might have waited until this all went home.
What's that? Nice hit! Never saw that coming. Pass in the hurler.
You can face me, dude.
Knock your ass off!
Hey! Get him!
One more!
Yeah! You're no match for us, fucker!
Nice! I'll show you how a real knight fights him up! Take that, you worm!
Come on, scum!
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Take that! I'll wash
You haven't a chance!
Hey! Get him!
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rubble before they turn everything into firewood!
Cursed luck. Well. Distinguished guests.
For the love of God. Does it have to be him?
Trust me, friend.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We need to have a word with you.
Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory, gentlemen?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked out of your humble rectory.
So who do I owe that to? You wouldn't have had anything to do with this, would you, Hanush?
You've no one to thank for that but yourself, Godwin. If you hadn't been living like an animal, you wouldn't be regretting it now.
You're wrong, though. I don't regret anything.
And I trust you won't regret hearing us out now. We have a secret mission for you.
I'm all ears, Sir Radzik.
Do you know about Lord Capon's mission?
Aye. I heard a word or two about that. Where was it you sent him? Trotsky?
Yes, to Sir Otto von Bergoff's castle.
Royal Chamberlain von Berger. The League of Lords fella.
You know more than I'd expect from you.
It doesn't surprise me. I also know that Trotsky is about 3 days' ride away.
2 days, weather permitting.
The young lord should have been back long since then, shouldn't he?
He should, but he's not.
And now you want me to find out why he's not here yet.
That's right. You'll go to Trotsky and see if anything's happened to him.
Why don't you send Henry after him? As far as I know, he's always done a good job for you.
That's exactly why he went with Capon.
So it's more serious than I thought. All right. I'll do it.
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
Fuck! Did they have to lock us up in here, of all places? I have a feeling these walls are moving. The cell is getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here. Listen here, Henry. I wanted to say, well, that I'm glad to see you again. Henry?
Well, it sounds like the great Sir Hans Capon is getting ready to apologise. But why?
Well, because I'm just sorry, I suppose. Nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, you were right. I behaved badly. Awfully.
All right. I accept your apology. All water under the bridge, eh? Old pal.
Thanks. So, what were you getting up to the whole time, anyway?
I was working in the blacksmith's forge in Takov.
Oh, well, lucky for you, you have a trade you could work at.
Sort of. Most of the time I was actually chasing after lost carts or scrambling over the rocks looking for hermits.
Well, at least you weren't bored, eh?
What about you?
I also stuck to what I'm best at.
What, boozing and whoring?
Fucking hunting.
But where did you get the gear for that? We arrived in Troskowitz like a pair of beggars.
By using the old noggin, pal. I pulled a strong thread out of those rags I had on, made a snare for game, and before you could say jackrabbit, I was hawking 6 hares around the local cottages.
Weren't you worried about the local gamekeeper?
That nitwit! I found out he was fond of the booze, so I snooped around his lodge, and when sleeping it off, I went hunting once. I even went into his shed and, borrowed a bow and a quiver full of arrows.
Thieving, too, to top it all. Christ!
Oh, give over. Once things are sorted out, I'll give it all back. Shh, quiet! There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Yarrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God.
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable. We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa.
About time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble.
You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you.
What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now.
You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching.
What? But you can't hang a nobleman.
Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans!
But you can't!
Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it! Move it!
I'm a nobleman! You hear me? I'm a noble! I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
So, if you want to get out of here, you'll have to make amends and work off your debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman? He was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls for the 12th time, it won't matter a damn who he used to be anyway. If you want to do something for him, pray. And best pretend you don't know him.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Ratai. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fellow will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
Why did they move your captain to the chapel? All that way up?
So he'd be closer to God. Either the good Lord will help him, or take him to his bosom. The captain's in a really bad way. And our Sawbones is away with Lord von Berghoff.
What about my things? You took everything away from me.
That's what happens to people in jail. When we set you free, you'll get your stuff back. In the worst case, we might keep something to cover the damages you caused at the wedding. Got it?
Got it. Do you always ring the bells before an execution?
Aye, it's a local custom. They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
What happens when I'm done with this?
What do you reckon? You'll get another job, and when there's no more work for you, you can bugger off wherever you like.
That's all?
Aye? What'd you expect? The axe? Lord von Berghoff is strict, but he ain't a tyrant. But poaching now, that's another matter.
And can I go there? I really have to talk with Captain Thomas.
Don't fucking annoy me, fella. You got off lightly so far, believe me.
What? You won't even let me pray in the chapel?
We will not. You're not allowed inside at all. And don't let me catch you snooping around there.
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Orsina the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey where they're building the scaffold near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick your nose inside the castle. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
My dear, if we could dye wool as black as I heard you said. Are you sure there's no trouble? You mean you found someone?
Nah, it's a girl.
Come on.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offense.
I wasn't talking about her, of course. The bride's always the prettiest.
I've been at weddings where that wasn't the case, unfortunately. But I heard it ended in a brawl.
Aye. Some idiots had a punch-up. It's practically a tradition, you know?
A pretty stupid tradition. The poor newlyweds. It's supposed to be a celebration and some numbskulls start fighting.
You're right.
And Lord von Berghoff didn't show up.
No, he didn't. I expect only old Samin was a bit peeved, since he couldn't show off to him. At least everyone else could relax and be merry.
From what I hear, some of them got a little too merry, eh?
I reckon even Lord von Berghoff couldn't have stopped the numbskulls, as you called them.
Did they fight over something serious?
What can you expect when one fella insults another fella's honor? It's always the same. You can't just let something like that pass.
I still think it's just plain stupid, brawling, and at a wedding what's more.
You're absolutely right, of course. Actually, it was really disgusting what happened there.
And where did you come from? I ain't never seen you here before.
I'm here to help my, uncle.
With the charcoal? Orsina, the blacksmith, is your uncle.
Aye, Orsina.
So you're his new hand?
No, not his hands. I don't look that bad, do I?
Well, you are a bit grubby, but handsome too.
Aye, thanks. I'm just helping my uncle however I can. I carry sacks, but I also handle his business and generally help run the workshop. He needed help, so I offered my services. My uncle's a good man, so why wouldn't I help him?
A good man. Your uncle's the nastiest piece of work I've ever met, if you ask me. No offence.
You only see one side of him. He's not like that with family.
If you say so. In any case, I've got to be off. Duty calls.
That's a pity. I could happily keep chatting.
Me too. But you have to help your uncle too, don't you?
Well, he's given me some time off. I can't work till I drop, you know.
I won't have any free time till after supper.
I'll be free then as well. We could go somewhere and continue our chat. I'm new here, so I don't know the castle too well. And I'm sure you know some nice, quiet places.
Well, maybe. We'll see after supper. Take care.
You too.
A rabble running rampant over the countryside. They even hacked up that captain of ours.
Aye, that's bad. But there's always some rabble running around.
Even more now.
Oh, aye? And how would you know? You hear some story over a tankard of ale and you start off again. If there's anyone who's in the know about the troubles going on in the county, it's me, ain't it?
Well, I ain't so sure about that when I hear what you're saying.
Leave it alone, would you? I suppose it's worse than it was, but you make the end of the world out of it.
I'll tell you what the trouble is. Why everything's gone down the latrine.
Well, I'm all ears, Master Philosopher.
It's clear as a bell. Everything was fine as long as we had a king.
We still got a king, though.
Wenceslas was worthless as a king, true, but his brother Sigismund isn't any better. What more can I say? My pa, rest his soul, Always said a fish stinks from the head down.
Are you mad?
Why?
You can talk like that in the tavern, but comparing the royalty, their majesties, to a stinking fish head, I don't want to hear any of that. Someone will overhear and you'll get in trouble.
Nah, I'm only a sweaty blacksmith. Who'd care what I think?
Who knows? But someone might care why I listen to such talk, and on duty too.
You play the saint, but I know very well what you fellas say in the guardhouse about the Chamberlain.
That's another matter.
And why?
Have you ever set eyes on Wenceslas or Sigismund? I doubt it. So you're talking about someone you have no personal experience with.
Well, best to drop it. Unlike my opinion about their majesties, someone might really take an interest in your opinion about the Chamberlain.
You're not wrong there.
By the way, you lot all think running the castle...
Leave me alone. I've no time for chat. If you want something from me, wait till we're done here.
The first bell. Another 11 to go. Do you know where Captain Thomas is? I heard he was in a bad way.
It's true, son. It doesn't look good for him. Why do you ask?
I'd like to pray with him.
A kind thought, but you can't get to Thomas. I had him moved during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden.
Why can't I get there?
You know, the castle chapel is an important place. Only Lord von Berghoff, his kin, and a few others are allowed there.
Like you, for instance?
Naturally. It's certainly good of you to want to pray for Thomas, but you can do that anywhere without having to disturb him.
Why did you take him to the chapel?
The surgeon is away with Lord von Berghoff, and Thomas has got considerably worse. I don't like to say it, but there's nothing left but to pray for a miracle.
Uh-huh. I'll be going then.
Go, and don't forget about that prayer. Till we meet again.
If you want something from me, wait.
Go away. No one wants any tramps around here.
I can understand that. Only sometimes he don't notice me and starts muttering to himself.
And he didn't notice you standing.
The second toll for Hans.
Telling me. This property belongs to someone else.
What would you like?
Show me your wares.
Take care then. Thanks for nothing.
Aren't you supposed to be up top hauling sacks? Get to it.
Greetings.
Can't go there.
Who's there?
Go! Away! You can't just come in here as you like.
The third toll. I better get moving. All right, done.
What? Hey, you're not allowed here.
Aren't you supposed to be up top hauling sacks? Fuck! Get to it.
fourth bell. Whew. That's that.
Hey, vagabond!
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected tradesman here, understand?
Well, I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom. Always bothering me that you don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
4.
Smart lad. We've got one horse. That's 4 times 1. But Kabat's already got 3. So that's 4 minus 3, which is...
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads!
he now? That miserable blacksmith. That damn wretch.
The bell's ringing for Hans the 5th time.
Like always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like the wind. That miserable blacksmith, where is he now?
I've been banging this spot for a long time.
Where's that fool of a blacksmith? That miserable blacksmith, where is he now?
I should do it more evenly.
That miserable blacksmith, where is he now? That damn wretch. Like always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like the wind. That damn wretch. That damn wretch. That miserable blacksmith, where is he now?
Jesus Christ.
About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Yeah. Here.
Well, what are you standing around here for? I told you to take it to Kabat.
No. You told me to bring it and show it to you.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, Now I'm telling you to go to Kabat with it. He's our groom. Most likely he'll be idling by the upper stables, the grouch. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella. Unlike me.
I can't wait. I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here. So either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud of it.
Let's just say I haven't always made an honest living. Is that enough for you?
Sure. I wouldn't want to be rude.
Very wise.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud of. Not quite. I'd also like to know if you still got any tools.
I might be able to find something, but I'll tell you, it won't come cheap.
Isn't there maybe something I could do for you in exchange?
Well, since you're offering, I lost something playing dice and I'd like to have it back. A very nice turquoise rosary.
Who did you lose it to?
Father Nicodemus. That priest rolls dice like the devil himself was guiding his hand.
Don't worry. I'll get it for you.
But with no trouble, all right?
Naturally. Sick spell. Half the time is up. What if my soul is burdened with sin? Is there a way to cleanse it?
Of course, son. You can redeem yourself with an indulgence, or take the path of repentance and atone for your sins with a pilgrimage. It will improve your reputation with people, but beware. Making a pilgrimage does not erase your crimes in the eyes of the law, nor does it release you from paying a fine. And you, if I'm not mistaken, have a few, similar concerns. Come find me when you have atoned for your worldly sins.
It seems like you'd be glad to have someone to play with.
Alea jacta non est, my friend. The die has not been cast, and that grieves me. No one wants to play with me, so I'll be quite glad if you join me. And for what shall we play? You don't look too well off.
I heard you have a certain turquoise rosary.
Aye, it belonged to Kabat, although belonged is a strong word.
How do you mean?
Kabat is known for having some peculiar things in his property, if you grasp my meaning.
Hang on. You're saying you don't mind holding on to a stolen item?
And who should I give it back to? I doubt Kabat will tell me who he took it from. Besides, you've got to admit a rosary belongs in the hands of a servant of the Lord. It's safe with me. Once its owner turns up, I'll gladly give it back to him.
Or lose it in a game of dice. I wouldn't say it's very safe in your hands.
I'm a priest, not a saint. So what of it?
Let's play for it then.
Certainly, why not? As long as you put up a decent wager against it.
maybe we better leave it for now. I don't have very much coin at the moment.
As you wish, friend. But if you should change your mind, I'll be glad to play.
Careful.
What can I do for you?
Show me your wares.
Ugh, never mind then. Farewell. What'll it be?
My body is in need of rest and relaxation.
Certainly. We're open.
I'd like to get to know one of your pretty bathmates.
All right, but money up front.
Sorry. It seems I don't have enough coin right now.
No coin, no bath.
I'd like to use your service.
Certainly.
I'd like you to give me a good scrub and take care of my clothes, please.
All right, but money...
Nah, that's too...
I apologise.
If you're after some leftovers, the kitchen's up.
I suppose you're waiting here for a bite to eat.
Damn right. Like, I know they're preparing a banquet for his nibs, but they could have left one cook here, or at least a bit of gruel, for Christ's sake.
I can see if I've got anything to eat on me.
Hey, I need some decent grub, not some mouldy bread.
You might be surprised.
Thanks. Well, at least I won't starve.
You're welcome. Enjoy it.
You're not permitted to be here.
Someone else will pick up the case.
Anything goes missing.
Suck my cock!
just you, eh?
I'd have to split myself in two to get it all done on time.
Why don't you take on a young apprentice to help you out?
Sure. But where could I find a decent apprentice?
Oh, please. People are always asking me if you're looking for help, but they're never good enough for you.
Well, I don't want some good-for-nothing in my house. I need someone who's
The seventh bell.
has a good head on his shoulders. And most importantly, doesn't drink.
You're no saint yourself, but the answer's obvious. Drink together. That way, you'll keep an eye on the lad, and you'll even have someone to carry you home.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
No, but I'd be glad to learn.
That ain't worth a damn to me if I have to teach you. Good tools is more what I need. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
But that poacher is innocent.
An innocent poacher? But that's nothing to do with me. My job is to make sure it don't collapse when he swings.
By the way, would you happen to know how I can get up top in the Maiden?
Why, up the stairs, of course.
Yeah, but I'm not actually allowed inside the tower.
Then don't go there. Hey, I'd love to chat with you, but I got a job to do.
I could help you with that.
You could? Well, that'd be great. Go and get it from the shed, sharpen it, and bring it back to me.
Sure thing. All done.
Come round and I'll be happy to...
Stop where you are. We're after you. Halt!
Easy! I surrender!
I've got it in for you, scum. You're that bastard who's been snooping around on other people's property. I'll have none of that. You'll pay a fine and then you'll show me what you've stolen.
How dare you accuse me like that? Like some ordinary peasant? Do you have any idea who I am?
Oh, I apologize, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this.
Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that.
And then the execution would be postponed?
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in Prague. But someone would have to get their hands dirty, and no one fancies that.
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. Would you happen to know how I can...
And what would you want?
I want to pray in the chapel. And they don't want to let me in.
The chapel, eh? Well, I'll be damned. I know one hand by the name of Binyek that wanted into the castle too. But for a damn different reason.
And did he succeed? In getting in, I mean?
Aye, he did. He climbed down into the well in the courtyard. See, there's caves under Torsky, and the well ain't actually a well, but an underground pool in one of them caves. And from there, you can get to the dungeons, and then into the Maiden.
Oh, he sounds bold.
Oh, aye, but they still caught him and gave him a whipping. And when they found out how he done it, they took the cleats out of the well wall.
What does that mean?
That the next Binyek would have to jump in and not climb down. I wouldn't fancy that.
Indeed. What was Binyek after in the castle?
A certain buxom chambermaid who wouldn't give him what he was after in the hay and wanted a fine feather bed.
You don't mind building a scaffold for an innocent man?
No, such matters ain't my concern. The lords decide. I just build the scaffold. A fella has to know his place in this world, like my old pa used to say.
I'll be going.
I've got to get back to work too. Take care, friend.
It's the 8th bell. I need to hurry. This is that well that Calder mentioned. Ah, shit. Oh, this was a bad idea. But it seems I won't drown, at least. Hans! Are you there?
Henry! Is that you? You've got to get me the fuck out of here. They want to hang me.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's true. They're building a scaffold in the courtyard.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You've got to find that Captain Thomas, who can testify who we are.
I know, but they took him during the night up to the chapel in the Maiden Tower. They won't let me in there.
Jesus! Why do I have to have such rotten luck? Christ's wounds.
Well, we've been damn lucky all the time I've known you. It was only a matter of time before it turned to shit.
It's all the same. How did you get in here anyway? Did they let you come and see me?
Oh, not exactly. I shouldn't be here. And if they catch me, the game's up.
That's not good. There's a guard just around the corner watching the jail.
Can you try and distract him? I'll hide in the meanwhile.
Sneak into the torture chamber opposite. It's empty now, fortunately.
What's the meaning of this? Why are you wearing our things? You must have stolen them. Surrender, at once. I said surrender.
All right. You caught me. I surrender.
Now I'll show you. You're a thief, and I'll treat you as such. You're even stupid enough to be wearing what you stole.
Oh, please, look at me. Do I look like a dishonest man? This is all just a misunderstanding.
Oh, I apologize, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this. That's taken care of. Off you go now.
Do you want me to arrest you again, Older?
I surrender!
I've got you. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything. Otherwise, we'll deal with your unruliness in the pillory.
How dare you accuse me like that? Like some ordinary peasant? Do you have any idea who I am?
Oh, I apologize, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this.
So, where is it? So, here you are. Now I've got you. Don't piss me off.
Ah, shit. Oh, this was a bad idea. But it seems I won't drown, at least. Hans!
Henry!
Yes.
Jesus, you've got...
I know.
Jesus!
Well, we've been...
It's all this...
Not...
That's not...
Can you try and distract him?
Sneak into the torture chamber opposite.
In the brewery at noon, it's merry as a tap room. Merrily the boys all gather singing in the back room. Merrily the boys all gather singing in the back room. And now the sun is lowering and so sleep until the morning.
No one's interested
Jolly
in your stalking.
Don't be up in front of his lordship.
Do you hear me? Shut your mouth.
I was just singing to pass the time.
I don't give a fuck. There'll be no singing here. This is a jail, not an ale house. Yes.
Oof! What did I do to deserve this?
What are you going to do? Hang me twice?
You think because you're getting the gallows, you can play the fool here? If you want to spend your last moments first in horrible agony, you'll gladly oblige. So, is there going to be any more?
Oof! The pain.
Suppose not.
There's a good lad. Maybe we can get a swig of wine before they drink well.
How magnanimous of you.
And smile. I don't want to see any sour faces when his lordship returns. You'll be happy to see him home.
Why the long Huh?
Christ almighty. Pain.
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go snooping around where you shouldn't.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
How could a vagabond like you help me?
Sir, I might not look the part, but I've read a lot.
Don't waste my time with your jokes, you nobody. What would you be able to read?
Species de cipit, sir. Looks can deceive. As it happens, I've read many Latin and other texts. For example, the etymologies of Isidore of Seville, the writings of Abbess Hildegard of Bingen, and the Herbarium de Horis Sanitatis, De Materia Medica, and others.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
Excellent. Excellent.
Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavorski, and he advised me.
Yes? What?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain between us.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my bodily humours are out of balance.
I would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewellery, and when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle, naked.
Really? So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well use some other advice.
I understand. Tell me, Master Chamberlain, does it hurt all the time, or does it come in waves?
No, not all the time. More like I get attacks.
Uh-huh. And these attacks, have you noticed whether something sets them off?
Well, it's worse when I get upset.
And does it get worse in autumn, when it gets colder?
Yes, it's usually worst in October. Then I don't even have to get upset for it to start.
All right, that makes sense. Tell me, sir, what do you usually eat?
Well, I often eat from the banquet table.
So, a lot of roasted game?
Yes, and pâtés, goose, duck. I dine as befits my status.
I see. With your permission, I'll examine you, sir.
What? Here and now?
Don't worry, I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
I'm glad to hear it.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
All right. Sir, I'm afraid you have a stomach ulcer. If it's not treated, you could even die of it.
Good God! What should I do?
The main thing is a strict diet. No fatty or heavy foods. In other words, nothing from the banquet table. You have to eat boiled white meat, poultry or fish, lots of vegetables, and gruel.
Gruel? Like a...
Yes, like the common folk. And another thing, you mustn't get angry, under any circumstances.
What? I mean, what?
That's the way. Oh, and I'll get you a herbal potion. I know exactly what will do you good.
Can't you get me that potion right now?
I have exactly what you need, sir. Sir, I'd recommend that you take this digestive potion to settle your stomach. Take it after every meal, and don't forget, a good diet, and do not get upset.
All right. Thanks, then.
And now you ought to go and lie down, sir.
Lie down? Me? Ha! Without me, this place would grind to a standstill.
Sir, medicine isn't enough. You also need rest. Otherwise my potion won't have much effect.
Oh, all right then. I'll try it.
And another thing. I don't want to bother you, sir, but I have a question.
Yes? What is it?
I've always wanted to take a look at your chapel. I'm a great admirer of the master who painted the altar there.
Oh, go where you want. I'll inform the guards.
Thank you. Ninth bell. Only 3 to go.
Excuse me.
Careful.
the fuck is that stink?
You? What in God's name are you doing here?
I'm looking for something.
Well, look somewhere else.
Who are you, actually?
Me? I'm just cleaning here.
And what were you doing at the pond, then?
I thought we straightened that out the last time you bothered me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's your name?
What's it to you?
I'm Henry.
Well, that's nice for you.
And you are?
I already told you. I'm a maid here.
We both know you're lying. The question is, why?
Says someone who was just sitting in a jail cell and will end up right back there if anyone calls the guards on him.
They let me out. I have to work off my sentence.
Really? Here. And what kind of important work would that be?
Me? I'm just cleaning here. The 10th bell. I don't have much time left. I'm still not sure who...
Yeah, that would be because I haven't told you.
I need help.
Who doesn't? I still have to clean out all the fireplaces in the Crown. Do you know how many there are?
I really don't know, but I'm in quite a fix. And you look like someone who could help me.
Apart from the fact that I'm not much of a good Samaritan, I can't imagine how I could help you.
Well, we're in the surgeon's chambers. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff here that would be of use.
I suppose. But I still don't know why I should help you.
I'm not stupid. You've no business here. You're snooping around in the surgeon's stuff, and God knows what else. It could land you in trouble.
Oh, yeah? How?
Well, for instance, I could take something here. Don't forget, I might be slaving here today, but tomorrow they'll get fed up with me and they'll probably kick me out by morning. And you'll still be here. So it'll be on you. For sure someone saw you coming here.
And you too, no?
Well, there's quite a big difference between you and me. The guards don't pay much attention to me, but you...
I get it. Sometimes it's an advantage.
And sometimes not. So, to the point.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might get lucky.
And what if there's nothing interesting for me in there?
Then tough luck. But you can go and have a look at his records. That crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe he gave someone something that might be of interest to you.
All right. Thanks.
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle.
Bloody hell. Shit.
Leave, or I'll call the guards. You aren't allowed here. You've got no business here. I never want to see you here again without permission. What are you doing?
The 11th toll of the bell. The last before the execution starts.
Phew! What a stink! I hope it's not me. You shouldn't be bothering us here. What? Who's there? It's just you. Where's that stench coming from?
Do you want me to arrest you?
welcome him in as your heavenly
And
king.
don't gobble
Take him
everything,
to your
fella.
What a night.
This property belongs to someone else.
I wish you a pleasant day.
I went to see my brother.
Are you looking for something? All right, what was that?
Get moving! Off you go, quick! Get moving!
Ninth bell. Only 3 to go.
Mother of God. I'm sorry.
everyone to me. You there? Pardon me for disturbing you, miss.
If you want to pray, go somewhere else. The chapel is closed. Unless you're a priest. Which I presume you're not.
No, I'm not. My name is Henry.
I'm Adela, Thomas's sister. What is it you want, Henry?
I need to talk to your brother.
No chance of that. He's been lying in a fever for 3 days. And the surgeon is away with Sir Otto. Unless he returns soon, Thomas won't be talking to anyone ever again.
What actually happened to him?
They were attacked by bandits by the pond. His mare, Arrow, brought him home. He was completely out of it. And little wonder, the way he was hacked up. If the surgeon was here, he'd be in his care. Some of his wounds have healed, but now he has a fever. He's been bedridden for 3 days.
I'm sorry. Oh, Christ. But this is a matter of life and death. Thomas is the only one who can testify to what happened.
Yes, it's a matter of life and death for my brother. I want him to rest. Besides which, he's delirious and can't tell you anything.
Maybe I could help somehow?
The only one who can help now is the priest. And I don't want to sound gloomy, but all he can do is pray too. Just the same as me.
Where's the physician?
He's with Lord von Berghoff. When Thomas started to get feverish, he left some concoction for him. He was only meant to be gone for a while. But it seems they got stuck somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, the concoction ran out, and we don't have any other physician here.
I actually know a bit about medicine.
Really? You don't really look the part.
All you have to do is tell me what's in it.
If I knew that, I'd have brewed it myself. Not even our surgeon knows. He does everything according to his books. He uses some medical manuscript, whether he's treating people or livestock.
And where is this book?
How should I know? Probably in his chambers, in the Crone.
I'll have a look there then.
But no one is allowed there.
I'll figure it out somehow.
Why do you want to help us?
Well, unless Thomas recovers and testifies that me and my friend are messengers from Rattay, then my friend will be executed.
You mean that poacher who's to be hanged?
He's a noble. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. The whole thing is one big misunderstanding. And only Thomas can sort it out.
I'm a bit bewildered by all this. But all right.
The main thing is, I want Thomas to live too.
Yes, you're right.
I'll get going then. I don't have much time, and neither does Thomas.
Go. And thank you.
Quick, over there.
Mother of God. Where's that stench coming from?
Are you in need of something?
Ugh! What a stench! Where's it coming from? What the fuck? Was that you? Ah. Never mind.
I need help.
Who doesn't? I still have to clean out all the fireplaces in the Crown. Do you know how many there are?
I don't know or care. I have to find medicine for Captain Thomas. Otherwise he'll die and my friend will be executed.
Thomas? I brought water to him in the tower. And I can tell you he is beyond help. That poor sister of his.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
I'm not stupid. You've no business here.
Oh, yeah?
Well, for instance, I could take something. Don't forget, I might be slaving here today, but tomorrow they'll get fed up with me and they'll probably... And you'll still be here. So it...
And you too, no?
Well, there's quite a big difference between you and me.
I get it.
And sometimes not. So, to the point.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might get lucky.
And what if there's nothing interesting for me in there?
Then tough luck. But you can go and have a look at his records. That crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe he gave someone something that might be of interest to you.
All right. Thanks.
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle.
The 10th bell. I don't have much time left. The 11th toll of... the bell. The last before the execution starts.
What's that I hear? Hey, you've no business here.
Excuse me. You're not permitted to be
I'm not going
here.
anywhere with you. What would I be looking for?
How does it look?
Not very good. If you really want to help us, you'd better hurry.
No, please.
How does it look?
Oh. 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 Watch out on the right, Yannick.
How does it look?
Oh. Everyone to me. You there. Everyone to me. You there. Oh. Oh. Quick. Over there. No, please. Everyone to me. You there. Everyone to me. You there.
Mother of God. Where's that stench coming from?
You're not permitted to be here. What?
I'm sorry.
You? What in God's name?
Who are you, actually?
Me? I'm just cleaning here.
We both know you're lying. The question is, why?
Says someone who was just sitting in a jail cell and will end up right back there if anyone calls the guards on him.
They let me out. I have to work off my sentence.
Really? Here. And what kind of important work would that be?
I have to help Captain Thomas. I'm looking for some medicine for him.
Thomas? I brought water to him in the tower. And I can tell you he is beyond help. That poor sister of his.
Well, you look like you know your way around here. Maybe you can help me.
Why should I?
I'm not stupid. You've no business here. You're snooping around in the surgeon's stuff, and God knows what else. It could land you in trouble.
Oh, yeah? How?
Well, for instance, I could take something here. Don't forget, I might be slaving here today, but tomorrow they'll get fed up with me and they'll probably kick me out by morning. And you'll still be here. So it'll be on you. For sure someone saw you coming here.
And you too, no?
Well, there's quite a big difference between you and me. The guards don't pay much attention to me, but you...
I get it. Sometimes it's an advantage.
And sometimes not. So, to the point.
All right. If it's medicine you're after, the surgeon has a store across the corridor. There's all sorts of junk there, but there's one chest where he puts stuff that he hasn't used up. He locks it carefully, but you might get lucky.
And what if there's nothing interesting for me in there?
Then tough luck. But you can go and have a look at his records. That crackpot writes down everything he does. Maybe he gave someone something that might be of interest to you.
All right. Thanks.
And now get out of my way. Simple maid like me has lots of work to do in this castle.
The 10th bell. I don't have much time left.
Shit. Ah, damn. Shit.
The 11th toll of the bell. The last before the execution starts.
told you to do something. Go away! You aren't allowed here. What's that you're taking over there? Stealing, huh?
I'm sorry.
I'm in need of something. So
You're not
going
permitted to be here.
Very well then. Someone's broken into our house. Help! Who's there?
Are you deaf? Yield!
Hey, you've no business here. Are you looking to steal something? Someone's broken
Come
into our
on,
house.
surrender!
Help!
The king himself announced to everyone.
Charge!
Good day. Huh? What the?
God, please!
You won't surrender?
Enough! I surrender.
Felt like doing a bit of robbery, did you? For now, you'll pay a fine.
Utter nonsense. You'll have to answer.
Oh.
How's it going?
Greetings.
What do you have for...
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh? Careful.
So, I went to see my brother. To talk about...
I'll be going.
Aye. Farewell.
I take a bath. Get it often? Nearly all the time. And
Who
he's
goes
always
there?
threatening to leave
You're not
everything
allowed
to
in
the
here.
church if I don't go and see him.
I'll
Once
find
old
you.
folks start getting soft in the head.
Are you looking for something?
I heard you're in need of money.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe. Ugh! Have you been rolling in shit?
This property belongs to someone else.
Nobody else can help you.
Oh, the priest. How could I have forgotten about him? Maybe because I don't think he'll be able to solve my problem.
Heartfelt
What about those lockpicks?
Shh! Not so loud.
Let's see what you've got.
That's stolen. What are you trying to pull? Get out of here with that.
Oh no. Why? A lovely tree like that.
Aren't you supposed to be helping out?
G'day. Did you hear about the bailiff?
No, I don't care.
Guard?
Must you interrupt me at my prayers? If it's alms you want, go to the kitchen.
Sorry to bother you, but I heard you praying. I need to get to your captain.
You know Thomas? Where from?
Well, that's a really long story, but I heard what happened to him, and I need to talk to him.
Talk? What do you expect to hear from him? But it's all the same. Thomas is lying in a fever upstairs in the Maiden. It don't look good for him. Them bastards cut him up good. Poor fella. And if that wasn't enough, they stole his rosary too. Barbarians.
Aren't you supposed to be helping out?
I heard that priest of yours has the rosary.
Nicodemus?
Yeah. I heard he won it from Kabat at dice.
That sounds like him all right. Booze and dice. And consorting with that thief Cabot too.
Well, I suppose he should give it back, right?
He certainly should.
It's awful what some people are capable of.
God's truth. But you did the right thing. Maybe that rosary turning up was a sign from above. Wouldn't you like to pray by Thomas's bedside?
Could I?
Aye, come with me. I'll take you up to the chapel. Usually it ain't open to, well, folk of your station.
I understand. I'd be glad to go and pray for Thomas.
The Sawbones was a little reluctant when I told him I wanted to carry Thomas upstairs. The wounded are supposed to lie as close to the chapel as possible. Everyone knows that. Years ago, I heard from a man that something similar happened in Strahlenberg during the Margravate Wars. The Burgrave of the castle was seriously wounded. An enemy rider stuck him with a spear like a pig on a spit and pulled him halfway through the woods. No one thought he'd live to see the morning. But the castle chaplain, Petronel by name, ordered that the Burgrave must be close to the Lord when his hour came. There's this really high tower in Strahlenberg. The locals call it the Trumpet, on account of how it seems to get wider near the top. I saw it with my own 2 eyes on the road to Krakow when I was escorting Lord von Burgo there. When they took the Burgrave up there, spear and all, on Petronel's orders, the next day they were amazed. The Burgrave made a miraculous recovery. They say an angel descended there at night and pulled the spear out of the Burgrave's wound. Ever since then, they keep the spear on display at the castle. I understand the Sawbones. He didn't want to make it tough for Thomas, because climbing up to the maiden ain't easy. Only the fellas and me figured it was the best thing for him.
Phew! What a stink! I hope it's not me.
Careful!
The 11th toll of the bell. The last before the execution starts.
Greetings, Adele. How's he doing?
Over there. Still the same. In a fever.
Thomas's rosary turned up, so I brought it to him. This wayfarer here found it, and he'd like to pray with Thomas, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
All right. I'll be going then. Stay strong.
How does it look?
Not very good. If you really want to help us, you'd better hurry.
No, please.
Who stinks here?